Hello and welcome back to Astroneer with me, Bardon. Now, last time we found our cave, and I really want to get down there and explore it, but in order to explore it properly, we need more tethers. And tethers means compound. So, this episode, what we're going to do is we're going to try and find as much compound as we can. So, one likely place are these hills over here in the distance. So what I'm going to do is going to follow my tether to the cave, and then I'm going to head towards the hills and see if we can pick up some more compound over there. So let's not get stuck on the tether, please, and head across. So you can see we've already spotted some compound here, which is great. I'm going to get my little tool out. We get some more. Okay, we're getting organic material now, which I'm not even sure if it's used for anything, but it does stack. So I'm guessing at maybe some stage in the future it's going to be useful. But what I really want is compound, please. So running low on oxygen, so I'm going to have to be mindful of that in my compound frenzy here. So let's go restock our oxygen. There we go. And now this compound we have, we can turn into some more tethers. Okay, so that's going to give us 2 stacks, which gives us a nice range to head over further into the hills. And I hope you find some more compound. So we know there's more here anyway. So let's get as much of it as we can. This seems a pretty big deposit. Yeah, we're getting a lot of compound now. This is great. Some more at our feet and some more over there. Lucky there aren't real physics in the game, otherwise we probably would have been crushed by the hill falling on top of us. There's more, even more here. So this kind of deposit here of compound is going to make a huge difference to how much we can explore. But I think, oh no, there's more here. I was going to say this particular well is run dry, but small amount there. And that's just, yeah, that seems to be it then. Okay, so let's do our environmental duty here and fill our hole back up. Again, we're going to have a little bit of a wait. I'm just going to tidy up. There's something there as well I can't quite get. I just don't like seeing those things hanging in midair. Okay, so I think once it regens up to max, I think one more pass will do it in terms of putting the train some way back towards the way it was. let's get going on that. Go. Doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be not look like a massive hole in the ground anymore. Okay, and then here, and there we go. Okay, so I'm happy enough with that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use our tethers to push further on into the hills. Okay, so we're going to have to cut a way up there, so let's get working on that. Smooth down here. That should allow us to walk up. Okay, so let's just bring this down a little bit more. There we go. Okay, and then so what I'm looking for now is some more compound on the surface of the hill rather than just cutting into it blindly. Now I do have to be careful because if I fall here, it's not gonna end well. I have to put down another tether down there. Okay. Just gonna continue making our way up to the top. And if nothing else, it's going to give us a nice vantage point. Oh, we don't fall off the bloody thing. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now, there's some more compound over here. So, things really are working out well for us. And we just run out of tethers. But luckily for us, we've got some more compound. And we can make some more tethers. So that's 3 more stacks of tethers that we've got. And this deposit here, is that another deposit over there as well? Probably is. So we're going to, oh, this one isn't actually connected up, so let's put another one there. But this amount of compound means that our tether worries and our compound needs are going to be met for at least the immediate future. Obviously, the more we expand, the more resources we need. But this is going to allow us to explore more of the cave and also to, let's get this one. Oh, we're gonna have to move back. But let's get as much of that done as possible. Seems to be the end of it in the upright stack. You know, there's more below our feet, so let's go after that. And that might actually be the end. Oh no, there's more here. Oh, this is actually a pretty large deposit. More over there, and then that's the end of the cliff. Yeah, I think we're exhausted it now. And almost sent ourselves careering down at the hole and over a cliff, but luckily that didn't happen. So let's fill in as best we can here. And the great thing about this terrain tool as well is you can use it to create bridges to somewhere that otherwise would be inaccessible. And I've also found that you know, I'm not a natural. I don't drive, so when I drive the vehicles, I tend to just think that I can go anywhere, and I end up in some strange places. But then the terrain tool helps me extricate myself from any trouble I've got myself in. Okay, so we can continue tethering our way over here. Okay, so this is looking interesting. Okay, so where was the other compound I saw? Let's go back and have a look. Make sure I don't fall down. So it's over there. So I need to get over there, and hopefully my terrain tool is going to help me do that. Okay. So let's get it out. Now I think that is probably too far away to simply, yeah, we can't target it because it's too far away. So what we're going to do is, first of all, cut through here. To get rid of some of this stuff on top. So this is going to give me a more direct route. And I can hear the wind is getting up, so I'm probably going to have to cut myself a hole. Yeah, let's do that now. So hopefully this is going to protect me while this windstorm passes. To hand it to the developers of this game, like they taking something that, you know, in terms of the building blocks to use, it's pretty simplistic, but when you look at something on the scope of No Man's Sky, which, you know, when you think of it, it's something similar where it's about going out, getting resources and exploring. These guys have done a hell of a lot better job than the No Man's Sky guys did, like, and they weren't, now, you know, I don't know too much about the developers, but I don't believe that they promised, you know, the kind of things that the guys from No Man's Sky did, but they've come up with a much more fun game. So now we take our lives into our own hands and we start to build from here. And basically what I'm going to try to do is to start building a bridge towards where I want to go. Now these bridges are going to be pretty precarious, so I've got to be careful. And I'm probably a bit close to the edge. I'm certainly closer to the edge than I'd like to be. Okay. So we got the start of our little bridge here. Now I need to rotate around and up. No, actually down. And continue adding. I just know my luck. What I'm gonna do is instead of adding terrain, I'm gonna remove it and send myself plummeting down. Okay, so it's a bit more. Okay. Yeah, I almost actually did exactly what I was talking about there. Okay. It's going up a bit too much for my liking now, so I'm going to pare that back. And also, I just noticed I need a new tether. Oh, there's some renewable oxygen down there as well, which is nice to know. There's some energy above us. Okay, so let's see what else we can do. I think I need to come down a bit. It's just so difficult to see where. Now with this thing going a bit funky. Now it's only there we go. Yeah, I think I need to find another way around because building a way across, I think the gap is just too big at the moment. So we're gonna have to find another way to get over there. And I think the best way is probably the old-fashioned way, which is to make our way. Oh, not fall down, please! Wow, look how close I came there. That definitely would have been a fast way back. But I think what I'm going to do is make my way back down onto ground level, and then just walk around to there because it's going to be much quicker. I think the terrain tool is great when it's a small gap that you want to do, but it's going to take way too long for the size of gap that is. Okay, now we've got to make like a mountain goat and be sure-footed all the way down here. Oh, that's not good. One thing, a tip I give people is, because it happened to me when I start first, is when you start sliding, the slide can obviously kill you. You know, I've slid down massive holes. I've also slid into like the spiky enemies that we saw in the cave. But the tip that I give you is that when you're sliding, you can actually change direction, so you can avoid things like that. So here what I'm doing is turning into the cliff so that it slows my momentum. Because the first time I did it, the first few times I did it, I just thought, it's just normal physics that, you know, if you're falling, that's it, like you're falling. It's just kind of tough for you, and whatever happens, happens, but it's not actually the case. So now, so we came up around this way, I think. Yeah. So I'm just looking for where my next tether was. I think it might actually have been down there. So okay, I'm going in this way. Okay, that's good. here we can take this tether. Oh, we can point at it first. Okay, let's take this tether, and then we can strike out in the direction we want to go. Whoa. So there you go, an example of our momentum carrying us down there. Luckily there was nothing dangerous in the way. But yeah, this is going to be much faster, because all we have to do is get under that one and start mining our way up. So let's have a look at our little creation up there. So you can see it had a long way to go before it was going to get over here. And it also would have needed to come down a fair bit, because this one is nowhere near as tall as the far side. So let's make our way up. There we go. Okay, and then let's get all this lovely compound. Thank you very much. Okay, maybe some more. I'm hoping that's not the end of the deposit. There's some more. How about here? Okay, this could actually be, that could actually be the final piece of that deposit. Which wouldn't be great, but you know, every piece of compound is going to help us. Let's just check here. Okay, that side seems exhausted. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is just make a way to get up here and extend my line. I want to bring this down. There you go, that should be okay. Oh, yeah. And now I'm just going to explore here to see if there's any more compound in these here hills. That one needs to move. Go. Okay, that's getting a bit dangerous there. Yeah, you're right, buddy. Danger. Danger, blue routes. And I don't see... What's that over there? Is that just a trick of the light? There seems to be something there in a cave. So I'm going to try to make my way across. I'm just gonna... Oh, I need to put that under a tether for myself as well. There we go. Oh. Okay, and one more. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, so I just want to make this a little less daunting of a crossing. So as you can see, the terrain tool here is ideal for these kind of short gaps. I do want to make sure that I don't fall down this hole here. And I'm just going to put some more on the side. Okay, and that makes it easy to make my way across. So yeah, it's a cave there. That might be another point of interest to have a look at maybe in another episode. So hopefully we can remember that that's there. And then looking up, yeah, I think for now we've got as much, oh, don't fall off, we've got as much compound as we need to push further into the cave. So in the next episode, I think that's what we're going to do. For now, what I'm going to do is slide all over the place apparently. But what I want to do is start making my way back. So these tethers here are going to be pretty useful to us in our explorations. So let's get ourselves down here and grab this one. But we're going to be able to push much further into the cave system, and that's going to mean hopefully some research. It's definitely going to mean that we're going to get some more rare resources that will help us to build. For now, it's all about the tethers, baby. Let's get that one and walk up this way. Okay, good. Grab you. And you, please, sir. And the extra compound that we're bringing back with us is going to mean that we're also going to be able to build our research, which is good. So let's actually do that now. Place our compound. So now anything interesting that we do happen to find in the cave is going to allow us, or the research station there is going to allow us to delve into it and find out exactly what is there. And as I said before, it's going to give us either basically a random kind of a blueprint, or basically something else that we're going to be able to build, or some kind of rare element that we need to build the more advanced things. So what I want to do now before I go is to see, so we've got tank, a generator. We're going to need copper for that, so that needs mining. Beacon, we need compound for. We need aluminium for the wind turbine, so again that's going to require. So what I want to do is to build one more solar. And I'm just going to pop that on here. So that's going to help power up that unit. Yep, so looks like that's everything that I'm going to do in this episode. So next episode we're going to get down there and explore that cave. If you have enjoyed this episode, please like, share, comment and all that good stuff. And I really do hope to see all of you next time. Goodbye. Oh, let's try that again. Goodbye. Okay, see you guys.